Today we'll take a look at variation number 2 for jacking up a vehicle properly. You can use a piece of 2x4, or if you have a scrap 4x4, you can use it as well if you need extra height to reach the cross members. This second variation is a good method to use if you live in a rust-prone city or near the coast, and your pinch welds start to rust up. So here we can see there's a light bit of rust, not major, but if you see here, sometimes rust will start building up along these pinch welds, and if you lift there, it'll damage the frame and start to break in with the jack. So since these lift points are pretty sturdy, they last you pretty damn long, so instead of lifting on this outer pinch well, we can lift in the subframe crossmember to place our jack stands under the lift points. You'll still need to engage your emergency brakes, and make sure to keep your wheels chopped as well. Now the jack is parallel with the vehicle, so this is where you want to be careful, because once you get that jack under the subframe with the wheels parallel to the car, you increase the chance of car rolling away from you and dragging the jack with it. So make sure you chalk your wheels and engage those brakes. So here under the Sorrento, we see subframe there. It's running along, comes back this way, so we can start jacking up there, and it'll be a solid place to lift our vehicle. I would avoid using control arms. Instead, if you plan to jack up this way, stick to the subframe and you have a much more sturdy lift. Alright, there's the front two. Wheels off the ground. And for the rear, you can lift on these cross members. Probably the widest part, since it's also lower and more stable to lift on. So you can place your jack here with a block of wood and one spot right here. Alright, so that's wheel number 4 up. Just barely enough space, maybe 2 centimeters of clearance. About the same thing on the right side, just barely enough clearance. Which is why if you have an extra 2x4, you could place one going down the side frame. You'll get the ride up a bit, 2 inches higher. Front side, wheels off the ground, and same with other side. And all jack stands are on the lift point pinch welds. So that's another way to do it. And don't forget to give your car a good jounce and make sure it's stable on the jack stands. So there you go. The second way you can lift up your vehicle, and you can see this brand new 2x4, the amount of damage it took. But these things are pretty sturdy. I won't go any deeper than that dent here because it has to go through this whole entire lift, which it won't do, so they'll last a while. And you can always just buy 2x4 at your Home Depot for less than $5 and just cut it up into pieces with the saw. You can just use a saw like this and cut up a piece, which I just did there. There's that option. And yeah, there you go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit subscribe, a like.
Automotive for Beginners.